Someone who's local to the DMV, what Coach Simpkins attracted you to come here to AU?
Well, it was weird. It was funny too because actually before Sim got the job, I was already committed, and then when the coaching switch happened, and we weren't sure who the coach was going to be, and then found out it was Coach Sim. I mean, first and foremost, my dad, he played with him back in the day, so he told me he was a great guy, obviously very skilled, because he played at a very high level. And I've always heard a lot of good things about him too. He's very player development heavy, which is very true, and I like that a lot. And he's just a great coach for us and this team because we all love to compete, and he brings that fire out of us each and every day.
How do you think your game translates to the college level?
I think the biggest thing, I think my versatility from high school, I think it still translates a little bit. Obviously being like I'll play the 4 this year, most likely, so being a smaller 4, I still got to work on my speed, defense, but once that comes, I think it's going to be, it should be really good.
What is something that high school players don't know about a typical college practice?
I would say the biggest thing, and one of the first things I noticed was the level of communication. There's no time when anybody's not talking, and if there is, we're going to get on the line, we're going to run. Because one thing about practice is we have to have energy, and that's something that everybody got to have.
From a skill perspective, what is some of the differences? Speed, strength, what has been the jump been like for you?
I'd say definitely the speed and strength of the game, and really the speed of the game, just learning how to play with pace and adapt to bigger, stronger guys and how to go against them.
Cool. Hey, you're a local guy from the DMV. What attracted you to American?
Well, first off, obviously, being close to home, having my friends, family, mom, dad support me, my sister. So just being home and just knowing that I'm always going to have people that have supported me before at my games is just a big part of, where I wanted to be at. And American in DC, I'm familiar with DC, and so it was just a really good. It's been a really good fit so far.
And what are some of the jumps and differences going from a high school and high school practices and then your practices here on the college level?
Yeah, so I started really late. So I started in the fall. I was hurt all summer, so I didn't really get a feel for it in the summer. So in the fall, the main thing that I was having trouble with is the length of the court and the three-point line. Like it doesn't seem like a lot farther, but when you really get out here and start playing and start running and start getting fatigued, it really takes a toll on you. How far the court is, how long the three-point line is. So just about getting stronger, just about getting faster, just keeping up with the speed of the game, and just knowing that every little thing matters in college basketball.
And what strengths do you think you bring as a freshman? Obviously, you're going to grow over your 4 years, but stepping on the campus, what strengths do you think you bring with it?
Yeah, well, first of all, it's definitely defense. I feel like I'm a pretty good defender, elite defender, and it's just understanding what to do off ball on the defensive end. It's not just guarding your man and then when you're not guarding the ball, it's just you just sit back. There's a lot of other jobs you have to do when you're not guarding the ball. You got to be in the gap. You got to be in the help, you got to be in the right spots, you got to be the nail guy, got to do all these different things. So it's just, I think I bring a lot of defensive, effort and mentality, and then also just crash the glass on offense. I can bring some shooting. So just all the little things that, teams really need to be a championship team, I think I bring it all.
If you had a piece of advice for a high school player that aspires to be standing where you're standing now, what would that advice be?
It would definitely be to just focus on everything in your game, because if you have a flaw in your game, it's going to show up in college basketball. Like if you can't shoot, teams are going to take notice of that. They're going to scout you and know you can't shoot. So being able to do everything, screen, get rebounds, play defense. I think definitely defense is probably the most important thing, because as a freshman, that's how you can get on the court. So just defense and just knowing everything to do and having a flawless type of game, having no flaws in your game.
What is something that we don't know about Coach Simpkins?
Something you don't know about Coach Simpkins is probably he's a jokester. He always got jokes. He always gonna look to crack at jokes, and he not as mean as he seems. He try to be all tough and everything, but he's really a little softball. So.